Hello everyone. We have seen some questions of CSAT PYQs in the previous video, right? Now this is the last question that we have seen. Right now let us see the next beautiful question, what he has given. In a class, 60% of the students are from India and 50% of the students are girls. If 30% of the Indian students are girls, then what percentage of the foreign students are boys? This is a question given in CSAT 2021. Most of the students, by seeing this question, they will think that 60% are India, 50% are girls. They'll get confused. So any classification, if you want to go, then we should understand some points. That is, it should be a complete one. Means, suppose if I want to say that men and women, this is one classification. So those having spits and not having spits, this is one classification. I should never segregate the people into boys, girls, having spits, not having spits. Like that, I should not. Because if a boy has spits, then he will be in both boys as well as spits. A person belonging to more than one category is not a proper way of representation. That is the reason it should never be segregated like that. So let us say the total is 100x and 60% are Indians. Okay, these are Indians. That means that 40% are foreigners. With this is completed. Okay, and next one in 100x, we have to understand boys and girls also. If 30% of the Indian students are girls, 50% of the students are girls. So girls are 50%, that is 50x. That means that boys are also 50x. Okay. But here we can remove the percentage, right? We can write x also, right? Okay, 60% means 60x, 40% means 40x. If 30% of the Indian students are girls, okay, how many are girls here? 30% of Indian students. 10% is 6. Remember, 30% doesn't mean that 30x here. Because 30% of the Indian students are not 100, right? It is 60x, right? So 10% is 6, 30% means 18. 18x are girls. Okay. Total is 60x, right? 18 are girls means the remaining 42 are boys. And we know the total are 50 boys. That means that in the foreigners, we have 8 boys. How many boys are there? 8 boys. And he is asking that what percentage of the foreign students are boys. Means in the foreign students, he is asking about the boys. Okay, that means that boys by total foreign students into 100. Okay, 8 ones, 8 fives. Okay, this is 8x, right? Not 8. This is also 42x. Okay. So 5 ones, 5 20s, right? So how much percentage? 20% of the foreign students are boys. Okay. So answer is D is the answer. This is a question given CSAT 2021. Let's see the next beautiful one. A student, this is CSAT 2021 question here. Okay. A student appeared in 6 papers. The maximum marks are the same for each paper. This is the most important one. He appeared for 6 papers, fine. And the maximum marks are same for each. Okay. His marks in these papers are in the proportion 6:7:8:9:10. 9:10. Okay. Overall, he scored 60%. Wait. So he got these many marks in the ratio. Okay. And overall, he got 60%. Overall means in the total score, he got 60%. Okay. In how many subjects, in how many number of papers did he score less than 60% of the maximum marks? In how many subjects he is asking? Less than 60%. Okay. Right. Very simple. What I can say is, so he has appeared for some exams, right? Okay. The marks are 5:6:, 7:8:, 9:10, right? Okay. These are the marks obtained by him. And let us imagine the total marks in each subject is 100. You will get a doubt. Sir, why are you taking 100? Because he used the word percentage, right? That's why I have to take 100. The total marks here is 100, here also 100, here also 100, here also 100. In every subject, the total marks are 100. That means that the examination is conducted for 600 marks. In that, he got 60% of the marks. 60% means how much? 360 marks he got. The marks obtained by him means these are all total, right? Okay, 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 plus 7 is 18, 18 plus 8 is 26, plus 9 is 35, plus 10, 45. Remember, it is not 45, it is 45x. Because that is not values, those are ratios, right? Okay, good. Now, if I start cancelling with 9 5s and 9 40s, 5 1s and 5 8s. Okay, x is equal to how much here? 8. If x is equal to 8, he got 5 8s are 40 marks here, 6 8s are 48, 7 8s are 56, 8 8s are 64, 9 8s are 72, 10 8s are 80. Now the question is, are they marks or they are percentage of marks? Okay, everybody will have the same doubt. So for 100, percentage means percent out of 100, right? Okay, out of 100, he got 40. That means that I can say it is 40 marks as well as 40% of the marks. Am I right? 40 marks as well as 40% of the marks. Okay, this is not clearly visible, right? Okay, change. Good. Here he got out of 100, 48 means 48% of the marks also. Okay, we can take it as percentage also. Okay, so this is 56%, 64%, 72%, 80%, right? Okay, now if you observe, in how many subjects he got, yeah, what he is asking here, it is clearly visible, right? Good. In how many subjects, number of papers, he scored less than 60%. So less than 60% means how many subjects here? 3 subjects. So answer is 3 subjects. Okay, my dear boys and girls. So which option is the answer? B is the answer. Okay, good. Answer is B. Good. Right now, let's see the next beautiful one. Yeah, the color is clearly visible, right? Yeah, clear. Okay. So next one, P scored 40 marks more than Q in an examination. If Q scored 10% less marks than P, then how much did Q score? We have two students, P and Q. He clearly specified that this is a question in 2021. Means you are getting more number of questions in 2021, right? Good. So 40 marks more than Q. Okay. And Q scored 10% less than P. That means that if P got 100x, then Q will get 90x. Is it right or wrong? Okay. Because Q scored 10% less, right? Okay, good. P scored 40 marks more than Q, right? How many marks more means simply difference, right? The difference is how much? 10x. Is equal to how much is specified? 40. Then how much did Q score? How much Q scored means how many marks here? Q scored 90x, right? Indirectly, he's asking 90x is how much? Okay, you can cross multiply 0, 0 cancel. X value is 4. 90 into 4 is how much here? 360. Means how many marks he got in Q? 360. If you get P, you'll get 400. Okay, both are there in the options. Don't get confused. Okay, that's the next beautiful question. In adult population of a city, 40% men and 30% women are married. So by seeing this statement, students will get different doubts. Sir, 40% men got married, 30% women got married. That means that more number of got married means a woman married more than one man. So he has not given such statement. You should not think like that. Until he specified that a person can marry more than a man can marry more than one woman, a woman can marry more than one man. Like that, if he give, then only we have to accept it. Else, always we should take that. Okay, Indian culture, one man marries only one woman, and vice versa. One woman marries one man also, one man only. Okay, so 40% of the men and 30% of the women got married. That means that women are more in number. So women are more in number. 30% equal to 40% of the men. Got it? So anyhow, let us see the next statements also. What is the percentage of married adult population if no man marries more than one woman and no woman marries more than one man? And there are no widows and widowers. Okay, so very clear he gave the question. So what he said is one man married, only one woman married, only one man. Okay, let us say the number of men are M and the number of women are W. Men are M, women are W. 40% of the men got married and 30% of the women got married. So we know that the number of men married is equal to the number of women married because so men no one man marries only one woman and one woman marries only one man, right? That's why these two are equal. 100 gets cancelled, 0 cancels. 4 men is equals to 3 women. Move the W this side. M by W is equals to 3 by 4. It means that men and women are in the ratio 3:4. You can take men as 300 and women as 400. Why? You will get it out again. 300 400. Very simple. So the numbers are in percentage, right? Okay. Now what you can understand is the number of the percentage of married adult population he's asking in the total. What is the percentage of married adult population? Okay. That means that the answer is nothing but married by total into 100, right? So I know that the total is men are 300, women are 400. Total is how much are 700. And I want the married. I want the married means married men plus married women. In the men, 40% got married, right? 10% is 30, 40% means 120. And we know that equal number of men and women, right? 120 plus 120, total how many are? 240 got married. Okay, now 0000 cancels. If you observe, the options are in mixed fractions, right? Simplify. Okay, 7 3s are 21. 30 means 7 4s are 28, remainder is 2. 34, 2 by 7 percentage. What's the answer? 34, 2 by 7 percentage. It is C is the answer. Hope you understand. Okay. Right now, let's see the next beautiful question. This is a question given in 2020. Okay. Another question also given in 2020. As a result of 25% hike in the price of rice per kg, a person is able to purchase 6 kg less rice for 1200 rupees. Okay. What was the original price of rice per kg? This question we can work out in multiple ways. Okay. I'll give you one visualization. With that visualization, it will become very easy for you. Okay. As a result of 25% hike in the price of rice per kg, a person is able to purchase 6 kg less for 1200 rupees. Suppose I am the person, I went to a market. Okay, so today or yesterday I gave 1200 rupees to buy some kgs of rice. I asked him, he has given some rice. Okay. I thought today also the price is same. That's why I went to the same shop and gave 1200 rupees to them and asked me, give me the same amount of rice. But what happened? The price of the rice is increased by how much? 25%. 25% means 1 by 4 into 1200, right? Means 300 rupees is the increment. How much it is increased? 300. If 300 was increased, then the shopkeeper, if he wants to give the same quantity of rice, he has to ask me 300 rupees extra. Not 300 rupees, 300 rupees extra. So the shopkeeper asked me, give me 3 more hundred. I said that I don't have extra money. Then what should I do? He said, okay, remove some kgs. Okay, means for the 1200, whatever you get, give me the remaining, you remove it. How many kgs removed here? 6 kgs. Why he has removed 6 kgs? Because 300 rupees less I am paying. Can I say that 6 kgs he removed because I am unable to pay 300? That means that it is the price of 6 kgs. Okay, that means that 6 kgs rice is 300 rupees. Means 1 kg rice is 6 kgs 300 means 300 by 6, that is 50 rupees. Most of the students instantly ticks this one. That is not the answer. That is not the answer. Why? Because this is the price after the increment, right? This is today. Today means 25% increase, right? He is asking about the original price. Original price means before increment. Before increment. Okay. So what we can say is its original price is 100%. 25% increase means 125%. And that 125% value, you know how much it is here? 50 rupees. And he is asking 100% is how much? Happily cross multiply. 100 into 50 by 125. 25 fives, 25 fours. 5 ones, 5 tens. 4 into 10 is how much? 40. So answer is which option? B is the answer. This is a question given in 2020. A simple question. 2019 means 2020. You got how many questions are total? 1 and 2 questions only. Yeah, 2 questions only. Of course, 2 questions means 5 marks. It's not a less weightage. Okay. A and B are two heavy steel blocks. If B is placed on the top of A, the weight increases by 60%. How much weight will reduce with respect to the total weight of A and B if B is removed from the top of A? Actually, it's a funny question. Observe that this is block A. On this block B was kept, right? Okay. Now, what you have to understand is when block B was kept on block A, weight was increased by 60%. That means that originally its weight is 100%. 60% increase means the B is 60% the weight. Is it right or wrong? So, simply speaking, that means if I remove the percentages, okay. If originally if it is 100 kg, this is A and the B is 60 kg. Now what I am doing from this system, I am removing the B. Right or wrong? Now the system is weighing 160 kg, right? From 160 you are removing 60 kg, right? That means that it comes to 100 kg. So how much is the reduced? 60. Out of, is it reduced from 100 or 160? 160. 60 by 160 into 100. Okay, 0, 0 cancel. Don't cancel 6 and 6. It's not good for your health. Okay, you can cancel with 2, right? 2 3s, 2 8s. 3 by 8 means 37.5%. What is the answer? D is the answer. What's the answer? D is the answer. Got it? Let's say the next beautiful one. This is another equation in 2019. When a runner was crossing the 12-kilometer mark, she was informed that she had completed only 80% of the race. Very simple point if you observe. So I am the runner, assume I am running. Don't ask me run fastly. Okay. So I am running from here to here. I have crossed the 12-kilometer mark. So he is specifically mentioning 12-kilometer mark means I have run for how many kilometers? 12 kilometers. The distance I have ran is 12 kilometers. And he said that you have completed 80% of the race only. Means I can say that 80% of the race is equals to 12 kilometers. Okay. How many kilometers was the runner supposed to run in this event? So in this event, how many kilometers he has to run? He is asking. I'll say that in this race, he has to run 100%, right or wrong? Okay. Now start cancellation. Start cancellation. 4 20s and 4 3s. 20 becomes 100 means 5 times. 3 into 5 means how much? 15. So how many kilometers here? 15 kilometers is the race. Got it all of you? Okay, it's a funny question given in 2019. Okay, if you observe 2019, this is the third question. Okay, right. 2019, third question. Raju has 9,000 rupees with him and he wants to buy a mobile handset. But he finds that he has only 75% of the amount required to buy the handset. Okay. So observe that. Assume I am the Raju and you imagine that you are the Raju. You have 9,000. That means I have 9,000. And I have only 75% of the amount required to buy the mobile. That means that 75% is equals to 9,000, right? Okay. 100% means what is the total price? Or else how much I want? Let us imagine I want 25%, right or wrong? Extra money. 75% is not enough to buy, right? Okay. So by 3 it is. By 3 means how much I want is 3,000 rupees still I want. Because the handset is 9,000 plus 3,000, 12,000 rupees is the price of the handset, right? Okay. So 75% of the amount required to buy the handset. Therefore, he borrows 2,000 from a friend. Okay, that's why how much he borrowed here? 2,000 from his friend. Now tell me here, how much he want the money? 3,000. But how much he borrowed from his friend? 2,000. Means still how much is lagging? 1,000 is lagging. Means Raju is able to buy the mobile or unable to buy the mobile? Unable to buy the mobile. He's asking then. Raju still does not have enough amount to buy the handset. Yes, it is absolutely correct here. Because he still need 1,000 rupees, right? Okay. Second option, Raju has exactly the same amount as required to buy the handset. No. Raju has enough amount to buy the handset and he will have 500 rupees with him after buying the handset. Oh my God. He don't have the money sufficient, but he is saying that after buying he has 500 rupees. Means that's a wrong one. Okay, Raju has enough amount to buy the handset and will have 1,000 rupees with him after buying the handset. After buying the handset, he don't have. So that is also not the answer. So answer is here. A is the answer. What is the answer? A is the answer. Got it all of you? Let's see the next beautiful one. In an examination, A has scored 20 marks more than B. If B scored 5% less marks than A, how much has B scored? 2019 question. You observe similar question only we have seen in previous question. Oh, this is not. Yeah, this is the question, right? 2021 he gave this question. Okay, before that he gave the same similar question he gave in 2019 also. Okay, right, observe that. Okay, B has scored 5% less marks than A. Okay, that means that if A is 100x or 100, B is 95. Let us take the ratio. Okay, 20 is to 19. Okay, it is 20x, it is 19x, right? Okay. How much A has scored 20 marks more than B, right? How much more means simply difference, right? It is 20x and it is 19x. How much more x? Its value is how much are 20. How much B scored? B scored means simply answer is 19x. Is how much? 19 into 20, 380. Okay, so answer is B. If you take A, you will get 400. That's also there in the options. Be careful. Okay, this is a question 2019. Okay, now we entered into 2018. I think only one question we got in it. Okay, 2018. A student has to get 40% marks to pass in an examination. Suppose he gets 30 marks and fails by 30 marks. Then what are the maximum marks in the examination? That is simple question, very simple question. Straight away question from our classroom, right? Okay, good. Let us, to visualize the question in the best way, draw a line to visualize the question. Okay, these are the pass marks. How many marks a person has to get? 40 marks, 40% of the marks to pass. A person got how many marks? 30 marks and failed by 30 marks. He got 30 marks. Remember, that is not percentage. And failed by 30 marks means this gap is also 30 marks. And now if you observe from the diagram, this one plus this gap is nothing but 40%, right? That means that 40% is equals to 30 marks he got and 30 more. Totally 60 marks. Total marks he is asking means indirectly he is asking 100% is how much? 0, 0. Okay, for 2 2s, 2 3s. Okay, 2 1s, 2 1.5s. 100 into 1.5 is how much are? 150 marks. How many marks we need? 150 marks. Hope you understand. Okay. Let's see the next beautiful question. Oh, it is over. Thank you, my dear boys and girls. Okay, we'll meet with the next beautiful topic. Okay. So if you like it, share with your friends. Don't forget to, what do we say, share with your friends also, because I'm doing this at a nominal charge, right? So if more number of people were taken means it works for me also. Thank you. Myself AmarNadh Emani signing off. Jai Hind.